Hello and welcome back. Before we start, if you have questions about the strategy, etc., leave a comment below and I'll answer as soon as possible. For all other questions, send us a message on Facebook. A link to the Facebook page is in the description below, or you can just go to m.me/Oddbeaker to message me directly. Okay. Also, I wanted to announce that the Oddbeaker signal service is live now, and we have a few paid subscribers already. If you're interested in signing up for the signals and subscribing, contact me via Facebook. At the moment, we have no website for you to sign up on, so you have to contact me and get me the information, and I can get you set up in the system. Anyway, message me on Facebook. There's a link to the Facebook page below in the description, or just point your browser to m.me/Oddbeaker, and that'll take you straight to Messenger where you can message me directly. You don't have to find the message button on the Facebook page and all that nonsense. So last week, we ended the week with $576 and 130% profit. We closed 19 trades, and we left one trade open over the weekend. Okay, and before we go on to this week, I want to show you something. I want to show you something else, something interesting that happened. So what we're looking at here is not the high-risk account. This is the account that sends the signal to ZuluTrade. Okay, and this day here, I have it I have the bars kind of compressed so that, well, you'll see why in a minute. So this day here was a week ago Wednesday. And if you notice, there was a trade left open on Wednesday. There was, this signal is killing it. Look at all those trades. Look at all that activity. Just because the settings are different, because I have this one set so that I can have a basket of 10 trades open at the most. Whereas the high risk account, I can only have 3 maximum trades open. So I had to adjust things accordingly. And the reason for that, as I explained in previous videos, is the more trades you have open, the more margin is required to place trades. And so I had to reduce the number of trades. Oh, did you hear that? That was my crypto bot just cashing in some money. So the reason I did that is because having the more positions you have open, the more margin is required, and the lower your leverage, the more margin is required. And since this was a very small account starting with $250, trading at 50-to-1 leverage, I had to reduce the max number of trades down to 3 so that I can increase the lot size more often, and so on and so forth. But on ZuluTrade, I'm running the algorithm in full force, right? Which means 10 maximum trades, just no restrictions whatsoever. Just everything according to how I originally designed the algorithm, with one exception, and I'm not going to get into that here. So a week ago Wednesday, we started this round. Okay, now let's go to Thursday. All right. Thursday, we opened 2 new trades. So now we've got a basket of 3. All right. Friday, we opened 3 more. Now we've got a basket of 6 on Friday. Okay. Monday, we opened 1 more. We're at 7 trades, right? People are freaking out. I'm getting messages left and right. Tony, it's not, what's going on? Blah, blah, blah. Right? It's just crazy. Okay. Tuesday, nothing new. Wednesday, nothing new. Okay. Thursday, 3 more trades open up. So yeah, at this point, people are just freaking out.
Horror.
I'm getting all these messages about, oh, you know, I've lost so much money. You know, you're such a horrible trader. Why do you do that? They're trying to tell me how I should have done it. And just all kinds of stuff, like telling me how to trade and how it was not a pretty picture. All right. But then finally we got a full retracement, and it was actually a thing of beauty. It was terrifying because it took 7 days, but the people who followed the rules, the people who listened to my advice and leveraged, properly.
Smells like victory.
It was a whole different story. Anyway, on the high risk account, you're never going to see anything like this because you'll never see more than 3 trades open at a time, right? But all didn't go well for me, I got to admit. Remember the 500 to 1 leverage account that I have, that I showed you on some previous videos, and I had tripled it, and I'd already withdrawn my original deposit, so I'm trading for free and all this stuff? Well, that one was way over leveraged, but that I had already told you guys that, and I wiped out the entire account. It had $300 when this whole mess started, because that one was also copying the ZuluTrade signal. It had $300 when this whole mess started. It had $3 when all was said and done. It wiped out the entire account. So, but I totally expected that to happen, and I was trading risk-free, so it was not a big deal, right? But I'm also going to reuse that account. I'll probably put $1,000 in next time and set it to like realistic settings and actually use that for some cash flow, because that account is high leverage, and I can still take advantage of the high leverage and still trade somewhat conservatively and be able to withstand stuff like this. All right, so let's get on to the high risk account. All right, so this was Friday, okay, or last Friday, and we had 1 trade open over the weekend. On Monday, we closed. What did we close? We closed 2, and we opened 3 new ones. So we didn't quite meet our quota because we only closed 2, but it wasn't a horrible day. So I'm going to give it that. Let's go to Tuesday. Tuesday was like absolutely nothing. Okay. I forgot to mention, Monday our balance was $578, up $2 from last week. And that put us at 131% gains from the start. Tuesday, exactly the same. Our balance didn't change because we didn't close any trades. Let's go to Wednesday. Boom. We closed the basket and started a brand new one. You're starting to see a pattern here. It's like we're consistently calling it wrong this week, which is really disturbing. And usually means that it's getting close to time to recalibrate the settings. But there's also, I think the volatility for this part of the month is weird. Like, this is the sort of behavior that I would kind of expect in early February or most of January. But I'm kind of seeing similar behavior now that we're almost to March. So it could just be a difference in the market over the years, right? Like, usually it's January and February, or late December, early January, and sometimes into February, but not this far into February. But this year could just be the exception. So I called it wrong back here. I got out and I called it wrong immediately again, and I missed a good opportunity here. That would have been a good opportunity to trade. All right, so what was that? That was Wednesday. Okay, and we were at Wednesday, at the end of Wednesday, we were at 134% gains from the start. Our balance was $585, up $7 from Tuesday, or from Monday, because Tuesday nothing happened. All right, let's go to Thursday. Nothing. And look at this. We had a pretty good move. Right, if you measure from here to here, that's kind of how I gauge things. Oops, I'm in the way though. Let me get out of the way, or let me move this over here. If I measure from here to here, right, that's about 54 pips. So, you know, if you look at this move here, that's bigger than this move here, and the drop down is bigger. So I could have cut. Yeah, it would have been a really nice. Would have been really nice to catch that move. That was Thursday, so our balance didn't change. The amount of trades didn't change. No, nothing closed. Let's go to Friday. Now Friday, that is a beautiful thing. That almost looks like the safe signal kind of level of trades. It's crazy. So Friday we closed that basket of 3, right? And we closed a total of 14 trades on Friday. That is insane, right? When considering our quota for the week is 15, and we closed 14 of them on Friday alone. So that's just nuts. I'm glad, I'll take it. It's beautiful. And look at that. Look at this streak. But remember, I was saying I called it wrong on, what was that, Wednesday? Thursday, I had to wait for that basket to close, which it didn't. It didn't close till Friday. And then immediately, boom, I called it wrong again. But this time I got out fast because it was a pretty good, fast retracement. All right. But then I caught a streak. And this is how I want things to be, right? I don't want these 3 trade baskets. I don't want the, 6 trade baskets like on the other one. I want 2 or less, right? So Friday was an amazing day. The rest of the week was interesting. We got activity, which was nice, but we called it wrong pretty much every time. And like I said, that usually means that it's about time to recalibrate the settings, but I'm not going to recalibrate the settings just yet, because it might just be that the volatility is still not back to normal, and it's just that whole low volatility period is just sort of extended into through February and maybe into March a little ways. So we'll see. So let's look at the Myfxbook and see what that looks like. Okay, well, there's really nothing out of the ordinary. This here is where we dipped a few weeks ago, and it's been pretty much straight up since. So there's really nothing here to see. But let's look down here and see if anything stands out. I can block that because that's March. Here's something interesting. We've got 7. We're done with February, right? And we're only up 7.4% from January, which is really kind of weird. If we let's look at this. Look at the profit. Like I made $109 in January, and we only traded for 2 weeks in January, right? And in February we made $41, which means there was, it just means that we didn't have near as many trades, probably half as many trades in twice the time, which is, kind of tells me that, the volatility is not back to normal. There's something still off about the markets, and that's probably why I'm calling it wrong every time. And all right, let's go back to the chart. Is there anything else? I think there's something. I'm thinking there's something that I was wanting to tell you, but I cannot remember what it was. So let's wrap it up. First of all, thanks you guys for your support, especially my ZuluTrade followers. You're helping to build a business. I know a bunch of you got wrecked this week, but you know, I hope that you adjust your lot sizes and play it a little more conservatively. But for the rest of you who follow the system, just, you know, keep doing what you're doing, keep making that money, just keep plugging away, and you know, every trade that you take helps my business to grow. And we're getting ready to do some exciting stuff. I mean, we're into crypto mining. We trade cryptos, and we're getting ready to start phase 2 of the business, which is where we start to educate and empower and entertain people. And without your support, none of this would be possible. So thank you. Same goes for the new Signal service. Okay, if you guys are following me on the Signal service, thank you. I appreciate that. The compensation is different on the Signal service because I'm American and the rules are different. And so it's not performance based. So it's a flat rate that you pay. And I guess for some things that might actually be better I guess it depends. But regardless, I just wanted to say thank you. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you so much. Like I said, contact me via Facebook if you are interested in following my signals and copying my trades, right? Making some money. If you look there's a link in the description below for the Myfxbook for the ZuluTrade, the safe signal. And you can see the entire history of that signal's trades. You can see the performance. You can see all of the statistics. It's done amazingly well. It's almost at 100% gains in about a year. And that's at the most conservative settings. Okay? Which is what I recommend most people do. But if you have more leverage, you can bump the lot size and get even more performance out of it. But the downside to that is the drawdown will be higher, right? So you better be willing to withstand some drawdown if you want to go for the extra profits. Okay. So how did we do? Whoops. We started the week with $576 and 130% profit. We ended the week with $603 and 141% profit. That's a $27 gain, which represents 4.6% profit week over week. We increased our lot size from 0.02 to 0.03. So now our trades are bigger, which means our profits increase faster, and we're getting that much closer to the next big milestone, which is tripling the account, which I'm really looking forward to. And if we have more days like this last Friday, that's not going to take long to get there. So that's all for now. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.